Cool, guys. So as I was just saying, today's call, short, straight to the point. Mainly what I'd like to do is just get individual feedback from everyone on this call to make sure we can do whatever we possibly can to make sure January, February, and March is going to be incredible for every single person on this program. Because that really is the time of year where, you know, not even just regular people, but business owners are really, really excited and motivated to really improve things and get to their goals and make more money. So for marketing agency owners, everyone here, it's a perfect time. So we just need to be prepared. And I need to kind of do whatever I possibly can to give you guys whatever you need to make sure we hit the goals that we have. So today, there's two topics. Let's together make this program 10 times better. Number two is declutter, take it one step at a time. So what I'm going to do is, just to let you know, I'm going to give you certain ideas on each slide, and I'd like you to drop an A or a B. I'll show you what the A and B options are, or a one or a two. One meaning yes, two meaning no. So the goal is to make this program or the experience that you have in this program 10 times better. Just to recap what we have done recently is, number one, added the Islamic talks. Number two is added, Ryan, the sales coach who you guys met last week. So he's going to be doing it regularly, bi-weekly. He has mentioned what his availabilities would be, etc. So just need his final confirmation, but most likely it's already done. Then what we have added is the two new systems, the LinkedIn and the email system. Then what else have we done? I've added this motivation section on phase 2. And then I've added, if you want to automate things before phase 3, I've also added that section. Anything else? I've probably done a couple of, just general understanding of ads. I've added that on the section where we kind of cover what to do on those 15-minute consultations. Added a few more details over there. It's about 6 different things that we've added so far. And what I'd like to do is potentially discuss a few more things. So, number one, would you guys prefer one group call a week or multiple? So A is, I would prefer multiple group calls a week on different days. Or B, I prefer just one Saturday group call, and we can have different experts on them alongside the mindset advice that I keep, and just keep it at once a week. So can I just have it from everyone here, please? And guys, please join on time, because this is very distracting. I'm having to let people in while I'm speaking. God, this is mixed. Okay. A, B, 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 A. What's the clear answer? Right. Right. Okay, so A seems to be more popular. Now, the only thing with A is that because we're, kind of doing different time zones. So there's EST, there's CST, then there's UK time zone. I think there's a couple of people from MST as well. Sorry, B. Okay. Did that change anything? But anyway, even if we were to have a look at A, what time would we do? The only reason I picked Saturday, it's morning for the North Americans, and it's kind of 3 p.m. It's just after noon for the UK people. So it just kind of fits perfectly. What time would we do? Because there's working days for everyone else here as well. So that's why I just wanted to keep as less complexity as possible. So any ideas? For the people that picked A, okay, tell me, what time would you want to do? I'm asking Rida, I'm asking Samira, I'm asking Heather, what time would you want to, Latifa as well? Apologies, I meant B. What's going on? 7 p.m. UK time. UK 7 is okay. Yeah, we're not gonna do 2 because now most people have just said B. Look at the question, please, guys. But anyway, cool. The second one. So the first answer was okay. We're just sticking to 1, right? Because most people picked that. So the second one is I'm thinking of bringing more experts on these calls. What sort of experts do you want? Um, A is a professional cold caller who can kind of give you, hands-on advice. Like this is what I do, because if they are the ones that actually are doing that on a daily basis, they're the ones that can give you the best advice. Okay, this is how to conduct the calls, especially in phase two until you get your first high-ticket client. So bring a professional cold caller, and you can pick multiple ones as well. But yeah, but B is learn how to run the lead gen ads. C, no more. Myself, Ryan, Peter should be enough. So you can pick A, B, or whatever combination. So let's drop that in. B and C. B and C makes no sense because C is no more. A for me because I'm starting a mix of A and B. Hmm. B. I think there's a few more that need to drop the response. B. Hmm. So not many A's. Okay. A and B. A. Think of your answer before putting in, because then it just confuses me because I'm seeing all the answers together. Hmm. So then maybe I'm thinking, okay, we're keeping it at one. So you do want A and B. So what we can do is, let's say, for example, if I've got Ryan doing it bi-weekly, the sales coaching, Peter, this LinkedIn system, LinkedIn email system is so simple. You just have to do it. And what I'll get him to do is to make it simpler. Is maybe you guys give me questions and I can get him to record the Q&As for each individual thing, because there shouldn't be too many, scenarios that you guys would be confused with. So, okay, have a cold caller 1 week and have 1 week maybe away so someone else teaching lead generation ads. I think that could work. But if I have lead generations ads in phase two, then it's just going to confuse you guys. That should I be doing outbounds or should I be doing lead generation ads? Lead generation ads are just there in case you want to automate before. So I'll have a look. But okay, it's good to see you. A and B for you guys. A and B. Cool. Let me write that down. Third one, it's in front of you. You guys can read. So I want to add a monthly challenge where I give the winner $500, £400 for ad spend to run lead generation ads. So I'm literally giving you the budget. But what would the challenge be? Like, what should we actually kind of, have you guys do? And whoever wins that, then I can monthly give that to whoever wins. So just drop in suggestions while I write down what you guys have said so far. No, I'm asking, me doing a challenge, hitting KPIs, but that's what you're meant to do anyway. Um, so, like, what would the challenge be? Like, what do you guys have to do to win that? Close two people in 1 month. Yeah, close two people in 1 month. Let's not keep a limit on it. Close two people for whatever. Um, could be even 200 per customer, and you'll get cash from that. And I would give you cash as well. And it doesn't have to be a monthly retainer. Yeah, let's do this. Two people in a month. How does that sound? Should we do one of them should be 1K? Should we do that? Like, should we do no limit? So two. We still need to decide on like what should we do? Should it have 1K? So okay. Option A is we just do two clients without having the 1K client. Or option two is Hmm. Yeah, option two is have at least one $1,000 client. So what do you think? Option A, don't need a 1,000 client. Two, you do need a 1,000 client, and on top of that, I'll give you ad spend. A. Come on, guys. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really see why you guys would say B, but okay. So two clients, but it doesn't have to be a specific amount. Um, yeah, that sounds good. Two clients for ad spend. Right. Now, this one, I'm thinking of eliminating mindset presentations. You know, the ones where I prepare specific topics, and it takes my time as well. But I feel like if it's not making a huge difference, then why do it? So, A, keep them in with other experts. Let's say, for example, what we have talked about so far, other experts coming in. Um, so keep them in with the other experts because it really helps you. Or B, keep them in, although it doesn't do much for you. The specific mindset presentations I'm talking about. A or B. Read this carefully. Don't confuse me. Please read it and tell me what you actually think. A. Right. One, two, three, four, five. A seems to be more popular, but there's also B's. I'll keep them in for now. I'll keep them in. So half the call should be mindset presentation, half should be an expert. That's basically what you said. Right. Mindset and expert. B is silly. Yeah. You type of mix. Yeah. Fair enough. And now, yeah. And also, I want to spend a bit more time on the phase two FAQ section. Drop a one if you've ever been on the phase two FAQ section. Two if you've never even seen it before. You have been on. Okay, so everyone's been on. So that means I should spend a lot of time on the FAQ section. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Sounds good. And now, what should phase two look like? You guys can do me a favor, and with people that have recently joined phase two specifically, go on your WhatsApp, and this option that you see, the first one, is what it looks like right now. But what I'm thinking, and this is something I've already done, is I've added the secondary systems and what to do on the 15-minute call on the phase two. So it's already on one Notion site. It's there because it's much more simpler to see. So I've already done that. But would you still like me to keep it this way? Or would you rather have me just for focus have phase two and then phase two FAQs and just really dial in phase two FAQs? So which one do you pick? One or two? Two. Okay, so most people prefer the simpler option. Have phase two, everything on there, and then have a dialed in phase two FAQ section, which most of you have been through. So that means keep phase one and phase. Yeah, the phase one is different. I'm talking about phase two, unless you mean phase two. Yeah. So I'm guessing you mean phase two. Okay, cool. This is a simpler option. remove links. Okay. Now this is the fun part. By the way, Latifa has a hand raised. Is that an accident or do you want to ask something? Probably an accident. Cool. Yeah. So this is the part where I need an individual answer from every single person. Maybe not the people that have joined this pretty recently, because it really doesn't matter because you still need to go through the program. But give me your feedback. Like if you had this in the program, it would 10x my results and also my experience. It won't hurt my feelings. You say it. What is that one addition? Don't attack me. You just say this. If you had this, then it would make it better. Not that you don't have this. Phrase it in. If you had this, so phrase it in addition. So it makes it clear for me. So I'm gonna go individually. So Arsalan, I believe you just joined. Rida, if you had this, then it would 10x my results and also my experience. What is that? Solomon, Amna, Rosie, Sharik, Omar, type it in. So the more feedback you give me, the more I can improve it over the next coming week and make sure everything is dialed in by January. I really hope you guys are typing something in. One direct phone call from a way to get clients without demo calls. But that's not an addition to the program. Like, what could I add on to the program to 10x your results? That's what I'm asking. Like, addition wise. Like, maybe it could be like if it was this sort of expert, if I had a way to get clients without being LinkedIn system. Yeah, so it's already there. LinkedIn system's already there. Or another alternative. So you're basically just saying, like, it would be nice to start seeing it. Okay, so you want an example of cold calling. Okay, nice.
Hi, Hazam. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know. Would you be able to type it in?
Okay.
We're calling live. More understanding of ad generation. What? But I've already added this, Shark. You requested this, and I've added this on the section. The what to do on the 15-minute call. By the way, just to clarify, Suleiman, you don't mean demo calls, you mean cold calls, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's already secondary systems you can check. There's about 5 or 6. Okay. Cold calling. I've added that. Really interested in this ways outside of calls. Yeah. Hopefully the new automation systems and lead generation experts coming in. I feel like that would really help. Anything else, Rosie? You haven't said anything. Rida, you haven't said anything. We'll call an example. More automation. Yeah, that should be done by the other ones. Amina, yeah, you haven't said anything either. I used to go to private schools for most of my life, and my mom used to say, "Ask them the question. We're paying them. Ask them to give you extra help, extra material, but you never do it." I'm telling you guys, ask me. There's no specific budget. I'll add whatever you want. I'll make it easier for you guys. Just ask. What is it that you need from me? A waste on these calls? Yeah, I'm already working on it. Nothing else? Are we ending this here? Nothing else you want added? Yeah, but that would be crazy. Like I can't realistically jump on one-on-ones with every single person. We do the weekly check-ins, and of course, if you really need it, I will be there. You could do one-on-ones with Samira for now, but in phase three, of course, when you need a bit more help with scaling automation, deals on what Awais needs from the client side when you close. Hmm. But Awais jumps on a call with you anyway to let you know. What do you mean by that? I mean, can you expand on that a bit more? Yeah, so that would be what we discussed earlier, right? Having everything in one Notion site. Also having these calls as an email invite. These calls, the group calls. But you can just RSVP this yourself. More about email automation on cold calling. Yeah, we're gonna add that anyway. Yeah, so we're gonna get the expert for cold calling and right. Okay, I'm gonna said never mind. Asking once again, anything else? Throw it out there. There's no limits. What do you want to add? What do you want to add on the program? What do you want to see? I'll wait 10 seconds. I think we're pretty much done after this. This was the last one. So there won't be any other ones, I believe. So you sure nothing else? Have you do a live cold call? We could do that. If you really want to see me doing a live cold call, but why wouldn't you rather have a full-on expert doing it? Okay, so I guess that's it. So the points that I've got once a week that we're doing these calls, we're staying to that caller and lead generation experts that come in alongside Ryan and Peter. Two clients for the ad spend challenge. So if you get two clients in 1 month, I'll add that somewhere so everyone knows about it. Then, so you want mindset and the experts on the call. You want more FAQs, remove the links, and call calling, live examples, which should also be done by the expert call calling. I think that's good feedback. So cool, guys. We have done that. We've done the feedback section. Let's jump on to just one mindset topic that I wanted to touch upon this week. Just to let you guys know, this coming week is obviously Christmas times. Then there's also New Year's coming. I don't usually say this. This does remove momentum, but don't bother cold calling this week. Don't bother doing much of our bonds this week because there's no point. But good news is, after this week, things should be incredible for everyone here because there's a demand, there's motivation, there's intent from the market. So inshallah, things should be very, very good starting January. But I want to talk about declutter and take it one step at a time. And hopefully this week you can kind of really work on yourself and your mindset and really prepare yourself, get in the zone for this upcoming January. I have something very, very exciting coming for you guys in January. I'm not going to talk about it right now because I don't like to be one of those people that talk and not actually do it. So I'll show it to you when things start in January, but I feel like it would be probably the best thing I could add to the program, and I'll keep you wondering what it was until you actually see it mid-January or maybe end January when it's all done, or maybe you have some tangible results that I can show you. But declutter and take it one step at a time. You know, a lot of people try and do everything at once. There's family, there's your relationships that you have to tend to, you have work, you have this that you're trying to do. Some people I know, They're trying to do this, and then IT courses, then this course, that course. Amazing, and I love that motivation. I love the intensity, but it just isn't realistic for you to start a business like this, which is highly dependent on your mindset and the attention that you put on it, and try and do everything else at once. It just isn't realistic at all. I would love for it to be that way. I really would. But it just doesn't work that way. Because imagine, this business is more kind of dependent on your mindset, how intense you are with the action steps, especially at the beginning, than other businesses. Other businesses need capital, maybe buy physical locations, hiring employees from the beginning for them to do manual work. But this doesn't have that. It's all about doing the outbounds, getting momentum, getting your first high ticket client, putting that into automation, seeing how that works, and keep on refining that. That's what this business is. So realistically, you cannot do everything at once alongside this business. And the biggest lesson that I've had so far is really, really controlling myself when I feel the need to do other things, to add other things. Because every time I kind of fool myself into believing that I can, I just fall back down. I fall back down and I have to remember my, kind of why did I attempt to do this again? As in, why did I attempt to do many things at once again? Even though I knew many times over that this just isn't the right answer. Why did I attempt it again? And us as humans, we're always looking for that. Maybe grass is greener on the other side. Maybe if I do that course on the side, maybe if that works out better, and maybe I can rely on that to back up. It just doesn't work out. You really have to control yourself. I'm focusing on this and giving it all my attention, energy, whatever it needs for at least 3-4 months, and do whatever I possibly can to make it work. That's what it takes. And also structuring the action steps that you have to do alongside your other things in a way where it's easy to do. The effective actions need to be easy to do. And this is something I've actually challenged myself over the past month. That how much more can I do? My strategy so far, because I mentioned it a couple of group calls ago, is that I'm a lazy person, and I don't mind putting that label on myself. I don't want to work hard. If I can get things in a much easier way, why wouldn't I do that? So I challenged myself this month. Okay, let's try and work harder. Let's try and do more. What I have realized is that sure, maybe I did get slightly faster progress. And this is bearing in mind, I've still just done one thing, but I'm just saying just doing more in a day and not really having that ease, just being very intense with my effort every single day. And what I found is sure, maybe I did make slightly more progress. But right now, honestly, the way I feel is I'm dying. I'm like, I cannot, go on. Like I'm having to take one day off on Monday because I just cannot operate more. I'm really burnt out at this point because I didn't take it easy. My strategy so far is pushing and pulling. As one of my mentors said it very, very early on, this life is a balance of pushing and pulling, meaning pushing, doing the effective actions, what needs to be done, as in the 200 pounds per week, and then just kind of relaxing. Okay, let go. Let's see what happens. And taking it step by step that way. You try to do too much at once, packing out your calendar. I'm going to spend time with family 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Then I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Then I have to do errands. You're going to tire yourself out. You're not going to have the energy to do this properly. And then you're just going to think to yourself, oh, it didn't work. Oh, this course doesn't work. When you didn't do what needs to be done to actually effectively make it work. I really hope I'm driving this point home. And I want to come back to, the example of the rabbit and the turtle. Consistent effort in your own time. There's no rush. Like I've not put any sort of pressure on you guys that, sure, this is a 90-day program, but if you want, take a year to do it. I'm not going to stop serving you. I'm not going to say, hey, goodbye. You can take as much time as you want because I know life can happen. I know maybe it takes you a bit longer. This program is more objective based, as in, you complete the tasks rather than time based, because I don't know you and how fast you finish certain tasks. You could take 10 times longer than it took me to do it. The reason I've given you this 90-day time frame is because I did this particular business and I got to that point in less than 90 days. That's why I've given you that. And I've had a couple of individuals do it within 90 days. But will it take you 90 days? I don't know. All I can give you is the inputs. This is what we need to do. First point, do the outbounds so you get experience with the market, like I did, so you can get your first high ticket client. Once that happens, we put the money into ads, test it out, and then everything is 10 times easier. Those are the inputs. Those are the things that we need to do. So if it takes you slightly longer, so be it. But don't be one of those people that try and cram in everything at once and hope that you know like things work out, because you're not giving it what it needs. So be the turtle. Don't be the rabbit. Be the turtle. And there's no rush. There's absolutely no rush. And if you can't tell so far, I really am trying to do my best to add everything in this program, because January I am starting something new. So I want to make sure I give everything possible here, everything possible. And there is no budget. You tell me what you need from me to make sure by the time January comes, I have everything set up and things are moving along in a way where, okay, maybe once a week I can have a look. Okay, how can I improve this a bit more? But generally, all the foundations are there. So you guys tell me, even after the call, if you remember something, just let me know. Because this next week, I'm going to be taking to really take a step back and analyze. Okay, what do I change? What do I add? I really hope we took something from this group call. It was mostly just feedback from you guys. But no, I'm not going to be less available. The availability for you guys will be here. I'm just talking mentally. Mentally, I'll be putting my attention more on that. Everything's going to stay the same for you guys. It's staying the same. But right now, what I'm doing every single day is just asking myself the question: How can I improve delivery? How can I improve the program? I'll just stop doing that daily and make it more weekly. That's all I'm going to do. But yeah, hopefully, guys, this was useful. Be the turtle. Make the effective actions easy to do. Don't try and do everything at once, because it just doesn't work long term, or it just doesn't work in order to get excellence. If you want excellence with the things that you want, doing everything at once just doesn't work. But inshallah, guys, I will speak to you guys next week, hopefully with Ryan on the call or one of the experts. And inshallah, we'll take it from there. I really appreciate you guys' feedback. Catch you guys next week. Assalamu alaikum. No problem at all.